Okay, we're live. We are live. Let's see if we get this close to here so people can hear. There we go. I've invited Blake to speak. All right, here we go. We are live. So, now I'm going to tweet this out. Hello, Eli. Hello, Blake.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
Eli. I think Jeff's just setting it up at the moment, Eli.
Oh. Nope, I didn't have the mic on. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
It mutes the mic by default. I'm turning off captions because that's quite annoying.
Yeah. I'll follow your lead, good sir. Wherever this conversation goes, I'll be with you every step of the way.
I have no place for this to go. I'm just testing this out. But I am streaming it on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
So if you go on there, you can see what I'm seeing. I'm now just going to try it out.
Go for it. I think this opens up. Hey, I think this opens up opportunities, as we said earlier, just to kind of air certain thoughts, and it's just a quick opportunity. It's like someone in a room together having a chat, and someone can just share their opinion, share their thoughts, and get certain things out there on a very quick scale. Or cause sometimes there's so many times I've had so many thoughts in my mind, and I want to get out either on a video or a podcast or in a tweet.
Yep.
That sometimes, do you know what? It's better. It's easier to get it out whilst it's fresh in my head and just do this, because it's interesting. There's only one thing I've noticed when it comes to text messages or messages you do on Twitter. There's only so much you can express within text alone.
Yes.
And with the short characters that you have on Twitter, it's so easy for things to get misinterpreted. Whereas for this, you're able to express a little bit more using your voice, and it's on the fly, it's on the cuff, it's a little bit more organic, is how I feel.
So Jeff, what's your plan with all of this?
I have no plan. It just showed up yesterday, so I thought I would test it out. So I have no plan. But like Blake said, you could do when you're doing podcasts and things. Sometimes you want to say more in the comments than you can, or you just want to invite somebody on. Oh, look who's in the chat. Eli's here, and he has a comment about X, and it allows you to jump in and make that comment, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great new feature, but the thing is, from my experience, it doesn't save, and personally, I don't have it available for me here in Denmark. I can jump on other people's things, but I can't create one of my own.
It just showed up in my thing. I went to do a tweet yesterday, and the screen changed, and it gave me all these new options, including this.
Yeah.
Right?
This is only available in North America at the moment, I think.
No. Lee did it yesterday.
Oh, did he really? Because I can't find the option to do it for myself.
No, but don't you remember we spoke with Lee?
Yes, I do. You're right. I'm wondering if he. Oh, yeah, no, good point. I guess I can do it, but I've just not seen the feature on how. I might just have a little look at that.
So I spent 5 hours trying to feed them Hookland food last night. I kept making stupid mistakes. I went to bed at 7 in the morning.
Wow, that is dedication. Is this for your speed run that you're trying to prepare for?
Yeah, I mean, I was recording it, but then I got very tired. I reached the end so many times, but I kept doing stupid mistakes.
I mean, I can imagine being frustrated. I'll be honest, I'm trying to do it with that game. You know, the Avinci? Is that what it's called? The other one? Yeah, I used to be so obsessed with like Guitar Hero and games like that where you need to get on point and get it perfect. I've been trying to do that with that game, and I will normally get the second or third note wrong, and then the rest of it's fine. So I'll play a song, and I literally every 30 seconds it will be, or sorry, every 6 seconds hit restart. I'll miss the first one, hit restart, and I'll spend half an hour hitting that reset button because I missed the first, second, or third note. So infuriating. I struggle to try and keep that up nowadays. Before I used to be so obsessed with it, and I used to get like 100% on everything.
Blake, Emma is in the YouTube chat wondering if you're still doing dishes.
Funny story. I actually am doing dishes, but I did yesterday's dishes last night before Naomi got home. This is Sunday's dishes I'm now doing.
Oh no. I think Emma can hear. Unitrix is in the chat as well. I put the link in the chat in case anybody wants to join us.
Yeah, you guys can jump on this Twitter. If you've got Twitter, you can jump on this and you can either speak or you can be a listener. So you can join and you're not obligated to speak. You're just there as a listener. So technically, you wouldn't need to do a live stream or anything. But again, as what Jeff is doing right now, he's showcasing what this is to you guys. So yeah, you could join and be a listener and just be listening and do little emojis like, yeah, I love what was said. Yeah, that was awesome. Hi guys. You know.
It's all true. Oh, she says you're a good lad.
I am a good lad.
You are.
Happy wife, happy life. I live by that motto.
Yep, you're a good lad, she says, which is funny. Yeah, and it just people. I was just testing it out and setting it up, and people were you and William and others just joined. I didn't even know it showed up yet. So, but now I can.
Do you want to explain to people what this is and what its potentials could be and how it works?
Eli's leaving. Eli is leaving. So yeah, because I can slice this up into. She says exactly. Happy wife, happy life. So if anybody had heard of Clubhouse. This is Twitter's response to Clubhouse. It allows you to do audio-only presentations, and then if you want to have somebody else jump in and chat, you could have a panel. You could just be lecturing, but then I can give other people the ability to join, right? So I see there's somebody listening. They can request to join in, so if they have a comment... so it's great for podcasts. It's great for that. It's basically Twitter's response to Clubhouse. And Clubhouse is only iOS and it's only invite only. I don't know about this.
That's right. I mean, I can't see the feature to do it, but again, Cloud Gamer Dad had the feature yesterday, so it looks like you can have it in the UK. But I've just not seen how you do it. Lee, how did you figure this out yesterday, or did you accidentally stumble upon it? Oh wait, he needs to. There we
go. He's enabled. His speaker's on. Guess he's just muted. So maybe you try going in and downloading. Make sure you've got the latest version, because you know when you click the button to do a tweet, it gives you new options, and one of them is Spaces.
I need to check that out.
So maybe you just haven't downloaded the latest app, the latest version of the app.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Yes, I do have it. You're right. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah.
I was on mute. I do apologise.
Classic. They say that what you just said. They said that was the most common phrase of 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm muted, or you're muted is the most common phrase that was spoken the most throughout all of 2020.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought I'd jump on and tell everybody how awesome Jeff was. That's all.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so true.
Your wife is in. I'm streaming this on YouTube, and she's on the YouTube chat.
She's back on the YouTube chat, and I'm still here peeling potatoes for dinner.
Well, there you go.
I'm washing up in the kitchen, preparing to make way for dinner.
Modern man.
That's it.
Modern man.
It's only noon here. I barely just had breakfast. You guys are thinking about dinner. I just had breakfast.
What is it time? It's 10:05 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's 12:10. Oh, again, Lee, happy wife, happy life. Emma says in the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what? That has so many layers of truth, that phrase. It really does.
She's doing the washing up then.
When I was doing it before, on the other one before it crashed, there was a couple of people listening. I didn't know who they were. They were just sort of random people. But then they left. Guess they didn't like what we were chatting about.
I think some people find it's a bit different as well, because this is the other thing I found with Clubhouse. Once I joined the Clubhouse, it was so small, not enough people in there. Sorry, forgive me if it's too loud here. My washing machine's next to me.
I just want to say a shout out to Surplus, who is listening. Don't know who Surplus is, but Surplus is listening. Maybe you guys know who that is, but
I think he's one of the guys that I'm following and Lee's following. I reckon I've seen him before.
All right.
I'm going to go out and live and hopefully you can hear me in the midst of all that noise. But what I found was quite, if you're a bit shy and you join a Clubhouse event or a meeting like this, and there's only like 4 of us, and let's use Surplus for an example, he comes in to listen, you got to look at this, it feels awkward because there's 3 people on the stage and there's only one audience. You would naturally feel quite awkward. For example, you would feel quite awkward and want to exit out. So sometimes the more people you got in, the easier it is to kind of, again, like a real, like, I don't know, a town hall or whatever, so you can slip in to the back and hopefully build your confidence. So it's one of those ones that'd be good to get a group of people together, and that will encourage more people to join for those who are shy, and they can just slip in and be there and build their confidence and eventually say, hey, I've got a thought on that.
Yep.
If you are listening and you're trying to take advantage of Lukey Six's loyalty scheme, unfortunately, you're in the wrong place.
No. do not play back my video from last night. Oh my word.
Oh, we had fun, Jess. We had fun. Like Division 2.
Yeah, I'd done a stream of Division 2 last night with the lads, and it was an absolute train wreck. It's probably that's me saying it lightly, but it was such a laugh. Just the amount of crap that just came out of our mouths, and it just kept going.
I was running some personal errands, as you know. I was running back and forth to the grocery store doing some pickups, because we're right. And I did. I popped in. I wasn't always able to chat. I was watching for a while, and when I wasn't driving, I was able to chat while I was waiting for the food and stuff. So yes, I was in your stream more than you actually saw, just because I was driving, but I had it propped up, and I had it in my holder, and I was watching and listening and stuff.
It was it's something to behold. It really is. I couldn't put it into a few words what I described last night, but it's something. It's the only thing I could say. It's something.
At the end, when you were saying goodbye, there was you, there was Dismal Gaming, and then there was another guy. Couldn't hear him. I don't know if that was him or if that was just me in the car.
Andy's mic's quite quiet. I had to just stop shooting so I could hear him, but I think his microphone wasn't that loud last night.
Right. Yeah, I had trouble hearing him at the end. I didn't know who it was.
And it'll be good to hear your feedback, actually, Jeff. That was the first time I've actually tried using a different kind of setup, and I've got a slight tweak in my rig, so I've been able to actually push the boat and have a bit more of a quality stream. Did you think it looked okay?
To be honest, I was on my phone and I was driving, so I was more listening than watching, to be honest.
Well, tell me about the audio. Was the audio good?
Audio was fine, except I couldn't hear. Oh, be careful, boys! Stadia Vet Gaming is now listening. This is good. You see, this is good because he can hear us, but we don't have to listen to him.
Hide your cats, people.
So yeah, so this is good. We don't have to listen to him all the time, and we can just. I got him muted now. He's just listening to us, probably shaking his fist at us, probably going into my YouTube stream and giving it a dislike.
Bless it. God bless it.
God bless it.
Hang on, I'm going to ask him to speak. There, I sent him a request to speak. It's fun though, because it's actually better because I'm actually looking at it on the YouTube stream, as opposed to.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Meow. Meow. So if you guys seen this before? You seen this before, Vet? What this thing is?
No, I saw Jeff was live, and I was like, I had never seen it, so I figured I'd jump in and try it out.
Go for it, Jeff. Feel free to. This is your.
Oh, why does it keep vanishing on me?
Just threw it out the window. Run, just run.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this, am I, with the cat thing?
No.
Where did that come from? I've only started hearing it in its prime. So what's that all about? What's the cat?
Go on, explain.
I was playing Red Dead, and I may or may not have allegedly killed a cat or two, and then just repeatedly kept stabbing it over and over. And then, but I think I don't think Lee was in it, and I just happened to be like stabbing and I read his comment, but to myself because I didn't say it on stream, and I had to pause myself because I was laughing so hard. I think I lost it at one point because I was laughing so much from that comment. It caught me off guard.
Maybe kept going on other people's shows, and I put it in there. I put the same comment as well, same thing. And then was it one of Rock shows that you was on? And I posted it on there.
Yeah.
So there seems to be a problem. It keeps killing me. It keeps killing me. I don't know why. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But anyways, let's go back to there. Okay. No, now we gotta wait for more people back to join. Oh, now Blake's back. Alright, so I'll invite Blake back to speak. Well, I don't know. It just kind of crapped out, and then it doesn't let you rejoin as the host. I joined as a second instance, and I'm like, well, that's a piece of...
I became a host for a second. I saw it pop up with my name as host.
Yeah, because it I don't know if it's the old... I guess I got to switch it to my other phone, my newer Pixel 4. This one just keeps crapping out after a while.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's either the phone or... Because I could tell when it was about to crash, because last time you just go quiet. And that's when I think, okay, he's crashed, so this is probably going to close down in a minute, and that's what happened again. So he might be still in its beta, and it's still trying to work out the kinks, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it is. It is still relatively new, so... But... It's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, again, people just pop in, pop out. It's pretty different.
Yeah. So, yeah, I liked it. Popped in, we had a couple of people. There was a couple of people listening I didn't know, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw a couple I didn't recognise. There was a guy that was there at the end. Had like a little game control, little purple logo. I didn't grab the name there.
Yeah, it said the gaming, yeah, the gaming something. I couldn't see what it said.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not letting them back in. Do I have the wrong link? Invite
You might change the link now, maybe.
Oh yeah, I change the link every time.
Well, if I come out of Twitter, does it still work? Can you still hear me?
I can.
I can come out. out Twitter, and I wonder if I can even lock my phone. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
So that's convenience, because I could be out of the shops, I could be shopping, and I've just jumped into one of your chats, and then I'm just sitting there minding my own business. Well, you know what? I want to pitch in. I could just do that, chuck it in my pocket,
Yep.
and just carry on. That's pretty cool.
Yep. It is. I like it.
Me too.
Yeah. How I'm going to use this, I have no idea. But I just thought I would. I thought I would test it out, and I thought I would tweet it out and put it on YouTube. And next thing I know, people are joining. And then people are joining that I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's really clever. See if I can jump back in again so I can see what's what. That's still just you and me.
Well, it's Clubhouse came up with the idea, so now everybody's stealing it, right?
Well, it's been quite huge. Like, a lot of big players have used it. Like Elon Musk is a big fan of it. He's used it an awful lot.
Yeah.
People will listen to him, and then they'll get to speak, and then an average Joe can speak directly to CEO of flipping SpaceX and Tesla.
There we go.
It's crazy, and then I think other celebrities have done it, and politicians are using them more as well.
Yep.
Because anyone can really have their say, really, really quickly, and I think that's quite different.
And not everybody wants to be on video, so.
Yeah. What was that, Matt?
I was gonna say, well, you and I are pretty much celebrities too.
Oh, 100%. 100%. We are the equivalent of Elon Musk, I would say, if not better.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll expect some commission from any kind of revenue or momentum you build on your channel, Jeff, by having us on there.
On the JMG network.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment on my video, Vet.
Oh, that was outstanding. I loved it.
What's that? Oh, I missed that. What's that?
Oh, I do a YouTube short to promote my upcoming retro stream, and that's what he saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was promoting his JMG network. Although I will have to say, Blake, as I was watching your show last night, it seemed like you didn't even really need. Just me being in the chat caused enough mayhem.
Oh, 100%. Last night
even involved.
I never knew a train wreck could happen with the train being stationed. Like, that's how the best way I could describe last night's stream. I mean, it started off with me saying, I'm going to get with the lads, I'm going to meet in DC, and I forgot I had to complete it's stupid, you've got to complete the New York expansion before you can go back to DC. So, and the boys haven't even done it yet, so I had to rush through it, and in the end, I had to make a new character. So the boys eventually met up with me, and then because, here's the thing, we were on Codex session, and he's level 40, and I was a level 1. So everyone around us was level 4, so all you saw was me getting up, dying, and in between that, the emotional conversations that we had, oh my days. Honestly,
Well, like, I don't think I've ever heard. There's not a whole lot of times that I've ever heard Lee swear on a stream before.
Oh, yeah, that's
and then I read the chat, and then I'm watching Emma's getting on. Just like, I can hear her voice though, yelling at him though through the chat.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're quite protective of me. I don't know why I've built this reputation of don't swear. I'm like Captain America in is it Ultron, the one at Age of Ultron or something? When he says to them, mind your language, and they rip into him. I've built that reputation, so now it was like, oh, Blake, sorry for swearing, sorry. So I'd imagine,
I try my best. I do the same thing. I think I try my best when I'm on others, so I don't swear. But that's why I switched it over. So instead of swearing, I just throw in the God bless it.
That's good.
That's good. That's very good. Yeah, I was driving and I was doing some shopping, so I only got bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So
I think I might have to do it again.
So Hell Monkey is in my YouTube chat and he wants to know what this Twitter Spaces is all about. It's a voice chat feature very similar to Clubhouse. This is Twitter's response to Clubhouse. So you create a Spaces, you have a bunch of speakers, and then you can have a bunch of people listening. The listeners can request to speak if they want, but you could have a panel talking about whatever, and then somebody might want to make a comment, and you can bring them in. So for the big announcement, this would have been good for the big announcement, because you could have then had different people come in and come out. And not have to worry about it. You could then just, bring them all in and stuff like that. So it's basically Twitter ripping off Clubhouse. And I'm sure, and Facebook is coming out with their own version shortly.
Instagram's gonna have it all over the place.
I don't know how much I trust Facebook though with something like this, because I did see that Facebook has a dating app also now. So if you're single, you can use Facebook. And I was just like, that's something I don't know if I would ever trust. Because I'm going to start, you start in that, then all of a sudden all your ads are just going to be popping up with singles.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, but it's the same with like stories, right? Snapchat invented stories. Now everybody's got stories and shorts and whatnot, right?
Yeah,
so it's only a matter, once something gets popular, the rest of them rip it off, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So Lee's back.
I'm just going to defend myself.
You heard me.
I don't remember swearing that much last night. I just remember talking about Lukey's loyalty scheme. That's all. Don't remember swearing.
I wasn't picking on it. I just thought it was funny reading Emma. Because, like I said, I read what Emma wrote, but I could hear her saying it, though.
Yeah.
I can hear her, definitely.
She does that a lot. I'll be streaming and then I'll say something and she'll just come in and open the door and give me the eyes and say, said that.
To the point where she doesn't even have to say anything, she can just look at you and you know.
Yeah, I know the look, I know the look.
The look speaks more than words, it really does. It penetrates the soul, I've noticed as well.
I think if Blake, if you were doing a stream and you said something you shouldn't have, she would just give the look at the screen and you would know.
Yeah. I mean, my good lady, she doesn't watch many of the streams, but she will only come in on me if I'm too loud, especially at night. She'll just come in, and she'll just give me the look, and be like. I mean, I think it happened on my Assassin's Creed stream. I was really getting into it, screaming and shouting. I'm in the garage, so the neighbours could probably hear me as well. And then my wife comes in, and you can hear me on the stream, like, oh, I'm too loud. Okay, sorry. And then it's just like the key just got told off.
Imagine what your neighbours think, though. All they can hear from next door is, Raid! Slash him!
I'm surprised I've not had the police set up on my door yet. I really haven't.
Blake,
insulated the garage.
Blake yelling about killing people and stuff, and the neighbors are probably wondering what he's up to in the garage. Or maybe they know that. Maybe they know he's the UK's biggest streamer.
Maybe. Listen, I'm gonna go with that. To be honest with you, because that feeds my ego tenfold. So yes, that's it. Yeah.
They're just honored to have a celebrity living next door.
100%.
They run tours.
Not had anyone knock at the door, or give me a congratulations, or a shake hand, or a trophy, or anything to sign.
Do you go out?
I'm gonna go with that.
Do you go outside and wave to the tour buses that come by to visit? This is where the great Blake Stadia is done.
They've not kind of come down my road yet, which I'm a little bit surprised. Maybe I don't know if they got the wrong address or the wrong turn. I don't know. I've not seen them yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure they're coming. I'm sure they're just around the corner right now.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, I can mute you. I can also remove you, and I can remove you as a speaker. All right. I was just playing with some of the options.
Yeah, go for it. Feel free if you want to shut me up. If you've had enough, feel free to give it a try, so people can see how it works.
No. I just clicked on your name, and it showed me a bunch of options which appeared on screen. So that's kind of cool.
Like on mine, if I click the little 3 dots, it says I can switch to listening. So if I'm done talking, I can just go back to listening, and then it says I can view the rules and adjust settings. I don't know what those are.
Lee figured out that it's not multi-language, and it hides swear words. Lee figured that out earlier.
You can tweet it. You can
Trust
tweet it.
Lee. Yeah. You can do closed captions, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put on the closed captioning, but the swearing is X'd out.
which Lee discovered within the first few syllables of him breathing.
I've discovered a lot.
I try to do what that usually does and break the system. Try to break the game.
Yeah, I have a pretty good track record of breaking games. I'm not really sure how I'm that talented.
I wouldn't call you a talent.
I don't know if that would be a talent or just a good skill that I have.
I think someone in your chat once said to you that, didn't they, that you should be paid for this.
Yeah, because I think it was in Red Dead when I got stuck inside a board. I don't even know.
Got stuck
The door.
He was covered in splinters.
I think I spent 20 minutes of my stream just stuck in that door. I had no idea what I did. And I say this, like, every time I find a way to break a game or find something that does that, I'm just like, you can't pay for television like this.
Yeah.
What? This is fun.
Yeah, this is fun. I didn't know what to expect with this. I just thought I was going to test it out, and next thing I know, you great guys have popped in, and so I didn't even know how you had found it at first, because William was the first one to pop in. He had to go, but he popped in first. I'm like, how did you even find this? He goes, I don't know, something came up on my screen that you were live, and I'm like, all right.
Well, I noticed, like, when I'm on the Twitter app, if I look, at the top underneath where it says, like, home, and it has the people's different names, it had, like, it had a group of your name with a bunch of other people in there in purple, and it said, like, and I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, join in. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, William was on it earlier, and I was just sitting there washing up, and then my phone just pinged up. William's having a chat with Jeff. Check it out. Yeah, sure, okay. And I clicked on it, and that's how I jumped on. And I'm assuming that's what happened for Lee. He saw one of us speaking, and it just ripples out like a little ripple effect, I think. Which is quite a clever way of kind of getting people in, instead of being as evasive as a normal tweet. Like, hey, join my session now, quick, live, right now, go. It's a little bit more sus about.
Well, there was a couple other people that had come and gone, but I guess they're friends. I didn't know who they were, but they were friends of your, I guess the same thing. They saw it on Vets or Lee's and clicked on it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what it does. I don't know. I mean, this is new to me, so.
Stefan is here. Stefan is listening, so you can all say hi to Stefan.
Hello, Stefan. Hello. Stefan.
Now I can... There, I've now invited him to speak.
Now, he might decline it. He might say no, because as I was saying before, it's like being a group of people in a room. We're on stage, and he's the first audience, the first person to walk in, and they're like, oh, what's this all about? You come on the stage, join me now! It might scare people, so...
Like when a comedian starts picking on the guy leaving the getting up in the middle of a set or something.
Or what we all do is you get somebody to come in and then we all go mute. We all mute and just see one talking.
Yeah, do you know what? It reminds me when I first ever done my very first stream. I was petrified. I had no one follow, or watch, but I was petrified. I'm sure we've all been there on our first stream. But when I done my second stream, all of a sudden the view count went from 0 to 1, and my heart was racing, and I was like, person, they're watching, quick, hello person, welcome, and then just went back to 0 again. Maybe I should be a little bit more subtle, a little more cool about it, I don't know. But, yeah.
Unitrix says he's tempted to join, but I won't talk.
Yeah, join us.
Isn't it fun though when you watch your really early streams and then you rewatch something like you just did?
I've got to do that. I haven't done it yet.
I've tried, but I don't like to hear my own voice on. I mean, I like to talk, so
Really?
I like to watch my old stuff.
Do you guys actually watch your streams back? I do. I still do that.
Sometimes, but usually I'll mute it because I don't like to hear myself talk. It's weird. I have this weird thing that's why I never did. When I came to YouTube to stream, I never did uploads because of that, because I would have to record the stuff, and then I'd actually have to listen to myself talk to, nobody, whereas if I'm live and I don't have anybody talking or watching, it doesn't really matter, because I can just sit there and have a conversation with myself for, an hour or two.
Yeah.
I just have this weird thing where I can't do an uploaded video because I have to rewatch myself, and I can't stand hearing myself talk on the screen.
You know what? A lot of famous people don't like watching their own movies.
Oh, this is awful. It's snowing outside. That's disgusting.
Ooh.
No, it's April. Tomorrow, it's snowing today, and it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. This is unacceptable.
It is April in Minnesota.
Yeah, I know. This is why I'm moving in like 3 years, so I don't have to worry about this.
Where are you at the moment, huh?
I'm gonna move back to the East Coast, so I'll just be moving into the future an hour ahead of time. So.
That's weird. What state are you heading to?
Virginia.
Virginia.
My home state. Yeah.
So where are you now?
I'm in Minnesota right now, but I was born in Florida. I grew up in Virginia, and I've lived in a ton of East Coast states when I was in the military and just hopped around. But I've been in Minnesota for the last nine years now.
What branch of the military were you in? I don't think I ever asked you this.
No.
I know, I saw that.
Someone else isn't happy.
That was my wife. She's going back to bed now because it's snowing.
Oh, I wouldn't blame her.
This is why this weather outside that's happening right now is why we're moving to Virginia.
See, I would move to Wisconsin purely because of the snow. This is one of the reasons, one of the selling points I've been trying to say to my wife why we should move to Canada. The snow! I've got a friend in Quebec, right? She lives in a bungalow. And I do not know how tall their bungalows are, but I'm getting the idea similar to the ones that we have here in the UK. But the snow was above the roof, and they had to kind of make a semi-type of staircase out of the snow to get out onto the roof so they can move about around the house. I've never seen snow go so high, and I'm like, I need to move there.
Well, I mean, we get an inch in England, and that's it. The whole country comes to a
Oh,
halt.
flipping it! We can't cope with an inch of snow, can we? We're literally gridlock. Can't go to work. I might die.
That's just nuts.
Yeah, we're a bunch of pans when it comes to snow in this country. We really are.
Or when it's too hot, we just complain it's too hot.
We just moan. That's one of the.
We do that too in Canada. Don't worry.
You've already picked that up from us. It's a bad habit. All we do is, honestly, I would say we're a proud nation of moaners. We really are. You know, we love it. Oh, it's too hot today. It's too cold. Oh, do you know what? I really wish the summer came out. Oh, I love the sun, but it's far too bright. I can't see anything. I've not got my sunglasses. I really wish it would snow from time to time. Oh, it's snowing. It's so cold outside. I can't do anything. Would you shut up?
I know we do that. A few people are, they're complaining it's too cold, then they're complaining it's too hot, and it's just like, Okay, so Unitrix has joined us, but I don't think he wants to talk, so we can just talk. Oh, and Rock's listening. Hello, Rock. Oh, here, I'm going to invite you guys to speak.
Rock needs to be a speaker because he's got the type of voice that, what, I've always thought it's with Rock. He needs, those apps, those soothing sleeping apps where you've got the soothing voice drifting off to sleep. I would happily pay top dollar to buy one that's a Rock exclusive help sleep app guide or whatever. He has that voice, doesn't he?
Emma wants one, yeah. Sure,
I'll buy that.
Yep.
New investment for you there, Rock.
Can you hear me, guys?
We can.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure I had to press the button to turn it on. I actually muted me.
Rock, you join as a listener, and then as me as the host, I invite you to speak, and then you have to unmute.
You see, I knew it was predominantly English people when I tuned in, and it was just all about the weather.
Oh, have you seen this function or feature before, Rock?
I haven't, and I saw the big blue box on these. Oh, hello, something to play with. So I pressed it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Rock,
Have you heard of Clubhouse?
Have I heard of what, mate? Clubhouse?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, not in this.
So
I'll let you fill in, Jeff.
Yeah, so Rock, Clubhouse is a iOS currently only beta invite only audio app. It's been in the North American press a lot because Elon Musk has done chats on it, and a lot of other people are doing it. And once somebody invents something that's successful, everybody else is joining in, right? And so this is Twitter's version. It was rolled out to me yesterday.
Oh,
So is it just us that are hearing this? Or
I'm streaming it on YouTube, so the 5 people watching us on YouTube also can hear it.
Yeah.
He does the way.
So the best way I describe this kind of thing is like it's like you got a panel of people on stage and you got audience, and then you're sharing some thoughts, and then you got a bunch of listeners who are there sitting listening, and then you can either pick a listener and say, hey, I would love to hear your thoughts on such and such topic, and they can come up onto the stage, share their thoughts, and we mute ourselves. Or they can be like, I've got a thought on this, so they click the whole "Can I request to speak?" and then Jeff, as the host, could be like, I love, and then you could jump up and share some thoughts.
So somebody that just joined is my friend Anne. She has the distinction of actually knowing me in real life. Everybody else is YouTube internet friends, but Anne is an actual in real life person, and she has popped in. I'm not sure if she can chat and say hello or not, but.
Yes, we can chat and say hello. And I take your point. I feel though it's more like, because the difference is, it depends on who you can let in, right? Because it could be more like you're having a panel, but you're having a panel on a city bus, and people can sort of randomly show up. Seems to me to be one way this universe can happen as well.
Yeah. That's a good point,
Anne has also used Clubhouse as well because she's iOS. I'm Android, so I don't have Clubhouse. You see.
Yeah, I had it as well.
Yeah, it's completely changed my life, Jeff. I mean, it's revolutionized. My teeth are whiter, my digestion is better, everything about me is better.
And like I said, it's like anything, Facebook is coming out with one. This is Twitter's version. So once somebody invents something that's successful, everybody copies it. Everybody's got shorts now, stories or shorts, YouTube, Instagram. They all have them, right? So.
But the thing with this, though, is like, let's say, we invited Anthony on here. The beauty of this is that Jeff can just mute him every time. If he starts talking, we can put the mute button quick.
That is a good feature.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think not only that, I think you can actually block him.
I can. Yeah. I can block him. I can kick him out. Like I could kick you out. I can block. Yeah.
Yeah. So I see this being like a feature where it depends how you like to articulate your thoughts or your opinions or the agenda that you want to broadcast to the world. Like for me, I would see myself possibly even getting to a rhythm of using this, purely because I operate in a sense of I want to express myself through words. Normally I like to be on a video. I mean, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm actually using hand gestures, and I don't know if any of you are like that. I'm the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's easy because when you're using like Twitter, there's only so many words you can say, and it's so easy to misinterpret text.
Well, that's my thing. That exactly right there, Blake. That's the one thing I always hate is like if I'm trying to type something, what I say using my voice versus what I write can come out two different. Like I can say the same thing as in a text message, but it's the way my way I express it via my voice that it can come out completely different from how it is in a text message.
Yeah, you can't always tell if somebody's joking or not, and you read something and you get all offended, but really, especially if you say it, vet, then you laugh afterwards. Okay, we know you're joking, right? But in a message,
I joke all the time, but if everything I said was in messages, I think I would lose like all my followers because I think I would piss off a lot of people. Because the way I joke about so many things.
I think Jeff is offensive in real life.
So we're going to put down the real Jeff now, huh?
How do I remove Anne? What do I have to do? I've known Anne for like 30 years or something stupid like that. 23 years in person.
I knew Jeff before he was married.
Oh, the single Jeff. What was he like?
Exactly the same. Like Jeff is nothing if not consistent.
I'm trying to read into that. Actually, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I'm like a crunchy granola lefty, and I still love him 23 years later. And he posted a tweet yesterday expressing deep and eternal love to our conservative premier, and I didn't unfollow him this time, so, you know.
I've got to shoot, guys. I've got to shoot guts to store, so I'll catch you all later. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I'm also going to
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for popping in. This was just a random test. Thanks for popping in.
No worries. Well, Jeff, but thanks. It was fun.
Yeah.
This is a good thing. You can have a continuous flow of conversation where people come in and come out. Again, very similar to what Anne was saying. That it's like an open. Actually, your analogy is much better than what I said, because it's an open door discussion. People can walk in, or maybe you're shopping. You put your bags down. You have your opinion, hear some thoughts, grab your bags, keep going. Then the next person comes in. So it could be a continuous flow of a conversation.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And like Ann said, it's like you remember the old town halls, or when somebody's outside preaching, everybody walks by and stops, and everybody gets up and grabs the mic and says their 2 cents and then walks away, kind of like that.
This might be the next evangelistic tool then. Who knows?
The fact you're all agreeing with me makes me like all of you already.
I like Anne. I'm glad. I just followed you, by the way. I think I need to spend more time with you. You're pretty.
Oh, can you do that? So can you follow other people that are in the chat then?
Yeah, you can tap on them and then you can go straight to their page.
Yeah.
Careful, Anne. He said the same to me.
Boy, I hope you really like pictures of spring flowers and random tweets about the Canadian charity sector.
Well, I, because of you, I will change my characteristics, and I am all for that now.
Well, see, it's gonna screw with your algorithm then.
More than likely, but I do need a change up from the usual lot that I see from day to day. So I receive it.
So Anne, these 2 of these guys are from the UK. The one guy is from Minnesota. These are all YouTube guys. I've never met in person, but we go into each other's streams and stuff like that. So these are all famous YouTubers in Britain and the UK.
In the gaming world or in another?
Yes, in the gaming world.
Okay, so very far from where I am.
Yes, but your son, her son tweets, does stuff on Twitch all the time.
Yes, he does. Yes, the small but evidently growing LGBTQI cosplay gaming community.
Yes.
See, I lost everybody on that one.
No, I'm all for every letter of the alphabet.
Oh, that's a lovely way of putting it.
I don't know some of the new letters, and I look to Anne to educate me and keep me educated on this. Her son is a cross-dresser, and I've known him since...
No, Jeff. That's a whole other... See, this is why you need me. Like, cross-dressing is a very 1970s way of putting it. Drag queen is its own thing. Right? Because there are people who are transgendered who dress in clothing that matches what their gender, they feel their gender is. And drag queens are people who, can have, like, in his case, like, he's cisgendered male, but he likes just dressing up in fancy glittery clothes, and who doesn't? And Clive is wondering what he just got himself into. He's like, thought I was here. Why are we suddenly talking?
Clive is another famous YouTuber who I've just invited to speak, along with Rock and Stadia Vet Gaming.
Okay, if I knew anything about gaming, I would like be able to know what to say right now. But I guess congratulations is always in season. So congratulations.
And Rock has that cool radio, television, YouTube voice. If you just listen to him talk.
Oh, bless you.
Rock's a good host, good presenter, because he's got that voice.
Well, I'm open to offers, but I need an agent apparently. So what can you do?
There you go. I have invited Clive to speak, but he, I guess he's not chosen to at the moment, so.
Yeah, he's a voyeur.
Oh, and he left.
You called him out.
Clive, welcome to the chat, sir.
Welcome. I'm just saying, Rob's got a great face for radio.
Yep, absolutely.
We all do, Clive. Thank you for. Are you familiar with Twitter Spaces or Clubhouse at all?
So I saw Twitter. I was looking at Twitter. Ironically, I was looking at Twitter Spaces today and was just thinking, well, how does that work? Because I also looked at Stereo.
Yep, Stereo. Yep.
As well, I'm kind of trying to sort of get my head around how useful it would be, how it would work, and all that kind of thing.
What did you come to? What was the conclusion you came to, Clive?
Well, the thing about Stereo is that I suddenly felt like I fell into people's conversations, whatever. And I didn't want to be in people. I wanted to use it like a broadcast channel and set up podcasts, which you can do.
Yes.
Yeah. But you just need to sort of look around. And I thought, well, it's a great way of sort of maybe doing kind of little side podcasts.
Yep.
Which you have your little avatars chatting away there, and then but it's just sort of getting it all set up and stuff.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting this live on my YouTube and Twitch channels and Facebook channel just for fun. But I was just setting up, and then people just started joining, and I'm like, how did you find this? I hadn't even promoted it yet. I was just trying to get it all set up.
Well, I tell you what, I thought my Twitter app had a bug in it because all the different people had all like gone on top of each other. You know, like sometimes on your computer, sometimes.
Yes. Yep.
Your shortcuts all go on top of each other, and you think that's not right, and that's what it looked like. And then after the second look, I realised, oh, it's this Twitter Spaces. They're not icons that have suddenly mistakenly sort of gone on top of each other.
Yep, that's right. So Clive, my friend Anne, she knows me in real life, and I was explaining that Rock and Blake was here. Blake Stadia was here. Stadia Vet Gaming. William was here earlier. Lee was here. So. I know Ann in real life. The rest of you guys are all, YouTube famous people.
Yeah, I was curious about the famous bit there. That's maybe a bit grandiose.
You know what you're making me think, though, in terms of podcasting, what could be interesting for this application, especially if it records, well, two things. One is either it could be like a Patreon premium kind of experience. Yep. Or it could be, if you wanted to incorporate like interactivity with listeners, you could like record a podcast on a topic, and then have this every now and again on that topic, and then you tape it, you hitch it, or somehow put it back onto your, so it's part of your podcast instead of being like. Our Facebook group, people were saying X, or someone said this the other day on YouTube, and it was super interesting. Sorry, I'm multitasking and making hard-boiled eggs. But yeah, I feel like it could be an interesting, or like you say, you want to just do a quickie like check-in.
Not everybody likes to be on camera, so I think this would work well for that, right?
Yeah, well, work well for that.
Yeah, it's a very, in a way, it's a sort of, you have people coming to chat, and they like it, on your streams, they like to chat, type into chat and stuff like that, and you engage with the chat. But yeah, in a way, this is an extension of that, where people can actually talk, and you hear them in the chat, as it were, rather than just responding to people who are writing stuff,
Yeah, and
the members or Patreon members or stuff like that. That's quite a cool idea.
On Clubhouse, where this was all invented, Elon Musk has done a couple, and there were like, tens of thousands of people just sitting there listening to him, talk about whatever he was. I don't have Clubhouse, so I have no idea what he was talking about. I was on the outside looking in.
That's okay. He has no idea what he's talking about either. But
Clubhouse is just it's iOS only, isn't it?
It is, yes, and it's still beta and invite.
Yeah. Bit elitist, you see, don't like that.
Yes, so I've never been on it. I have no idea, but Ann and I have some friends in the fundraising world that do chats once a week on different topics in the fundraising world. in my day job, I'm actually a fundraiser. Ann and I are fundraisers. The YouTube stuff and the gaming is just for fun.
And also quite an accomplished DIYer as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yes. In the virtual world, yes.
But not in the physical world.
In the physical world, it's really whenever Vince is available to fix whatever it is Jeff just did.
Guys, I've got to love you to leave you, I'm afraid. I've got a roast chicken waiting for me out here.
Ooh,
Rock, thank you for joining, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you ever so much. Enjoy your club housing, whatever it is.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye. Jeff, I have to go walk the dog, so thank you for letting me do this, and thank you for being mean to you and you always putting up with it.
No problem.
You got me to the core yesterday with the Doug Ford joke, so maybe this just makes us even.
I like some of the trolls that were so Clive. There was where I live, we have our premier, and he was trending on Twitter because people were saying not nice things about him, but they were saying they were using the thanks Doug hashtag, but it was like, oh, thanks Doug for doing this, thanks Doug for ruining this. So I was like, thanks Doug for being awesome and helping us. So I was kind of flipping it around on the trolls who were trying to do it negatively.
Very good. Very good.
And one troll was saying some hurtful things, and then another friend of ours jumped in and he said, "My dead mother would be proud that I have more than one Twitter follower, unlike you." This guy had one Twitter follower and he was trolling us.
Yeah, well, he just set that. He obviously set that Twitter account up just for that purpose, by the sounds of things, because
Yep.
he's obviously not willing to put his name to it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's what they call a Smurf account.
Yeah, he also had a weak understanding of how debate actually works, because he or she seemed to think that saying you're a stupid person was a real, like, boy, that's a real mic drop moment.
Right, yeah, very, 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 very witty, as we'd say.
Well, and also a great
Terribly witty.
Say that again, Ann?
It's a great way to change someone's mind, right? To say to someone, you're an idiot, like, I would change my mind if someone said that to me in a minute.
Yep.
Especially on Twitter.
Yeah.
How did I not know I was an idiot before this? Thank you.
Yep.
Anyway,
Thanks, Ann, for dropping in.
yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks. See ya.
Yeah, see you, Jeff. Thank you. Bye, Anne.
Thanks.
And,
Thanks.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I'll have to look at this Twitter Spaces a bit more.
I knew it was coming, and I've seen some stuff about it, and then yesterday it was enabled for me, and it seems like a lot of other people, too. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to fire it up just to try it out. And look, everybody jumped in, and now you're going to do some stuff. Rock, I'm sure you guys will be doing videos on it shortly. So
Yeah, so as I say, I came across it like a couple of days ago. I was just like, I don't know what it's all about. I don't want to go into somebody's chat. I don't know. But it's good, actually. It's shown me, and very quickly, very briefly, what it's all about.
Yep. Well, thanks for dropping by. I know you and I've never really never really chatted before. Just a few tweets here and there. So.
Yeah. Well, good to virtual chat.
Yes. Thanks for dropping by, my friend.
No problem. All right. Have a good one.
You too. All right. And there we go. Now I'm back alone. Dr. Spaceman is in the YouTube chat. Thanks for popping in, Dr. Spaceman. Just testing out the Twitter Spaces app. Doing a Twitter Space app. Just it's like a Clubhouse version. Just doing that. And yeah, just so checking that out. And a lot of people drop in. The link is in the chat if you want to join in. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream and move on. So, is it a mobile? Yes, I believe it is only mobile, Dr. Spaceman. Make sure you have the latest Twitter version, and then when you click on the tweet button is changed to a plus sign, and then you can, tweet, you can create a spaces, or you can send a GIF, or do something else, I forget. And then I think I did see some tweets though of some people who did fire it up. You'll notice I have I've got the app running. I'm sort of synced my phone to the YouTube, so that's what I'm doing it on. So I believe it is only mobile. If you ever use Clubhouse on iOS, yeah, if you ever used Clubhouse on iOS, this is Twitter's version of it, and as well as I forget what else. Facebook is coming out with one too, which is always interesting. So, yeah, I didn't know much about. I knew about. I've never been on Clubhouse because I don't have iOS. I've been reading lots about Spaces. It enabled yesterday, and so I thought I would do this stream today. And we had a bunch of Brock popped in. Clive, Blake Stadia, Will, Stadia Vet, my friend Ann popped in. I sent this invite to a few other people. They did not pop in yet. So yeah, just streaming it up, trying it up. Might slice this up into some shorts just to see what it was. Good times though. A lot of good times. Good times out here on the internet. What are you streaming today, Dr. Spaceman? You got a show going? Something I can come watch? Let's fire that up there. There we go. So yeah, I just thought I would try this out. I may do a regular Sunday at lunch, Spaces chat. Just for people to pop in and say hello, stream it up. Thought I would have some fun today before I get back to video gaming. Lost words on PS5. Oh, I saw a tweet about that. Yes, you're using you're gonna use Remote Play, so you're gonna stream it from Remote Play on the PlayStation 5. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. Saw that tweet. That'll be kind of cool. Yeah, gotta try things, especially all the new tech. You gotta see how it's gonna play and how it's gonna handle. I streamed some PlayStation stuff using Remote Play. That way I can plug it into either OBS or Slobs. Like I'm doing now, except I've got my phone plugged in, and I'm doing that. So, but yeah, no, this is cool. Apparently, what happens is you can see the up at the top. You can see all the people are chatting, anyone we're friends with, and at that point you can pop in and see who's there and whatnot. So, very interesting. So this might be a regular Sunday lunchtime thing. I may pop in and do these little streams and see what people are up to. Everybody can pop in and chat. Maybe make it sports specific. Who knows what I might do. But I'm looking forward to doing some more with it. I do a fantasy football. Maybe I'll do a little fantasy football chat every week. That might be fun. But yeah, no, it's just a cold, rainy Sunday here in Toronto. So it's just thought I would hang out and do some stuff together. So that'll be fun. All right, I think I'm going to end this. I think that's. I don't think there's much else going on at the moment. A bunch of you popped into the stream, so that was fun testing that out. Bunch of people dropped into my Twitter Spaces, so that was always fun too. But yeah, I think there's some cool potential. I think there's some cool potential for this to open up a new audience just to listen to things. I'm curious about Twitter's push for monetization. Yes, that is always the big question. I don't think Clubhouse has figured out monetization yet. I don't know if you can record the chats either. So with YouTubes and stuff, obviously the videos are saved and you can go back. But I don't know. I had it crash on me a couple of times, so I've restarted it 2 or 3 times, but I've not seen any tweets. I've not seen anything. So I think that's the lure, is nothing is saved. So anything that is said is just off it goes. So, yeah. Yeah. We'll have to see. Monetization is always a big question among how are they going to do it. So, but, yeah. Different people popped in to the chat, and there's nobody in my chat right now, as you can see on my screen. You can always pop in and use the link in the pinned comment if you wanted to pop in, Spaceman, and say hello. I think the trick will be to turn off notifications if I do this again. That way, nothing shows up. There we go. Yeah, I gotta go wake up my son from his nap soon. Yep. I understand. I'll see your stream. I'll try and pop in a little later and say hello. See how it is. Hey, I'm gonna try and do this every Sunday. So, you know, no big deal. I may do some other ones that are related to some sports. Maybe a fantasy football chat. Who knows what I might do. May also do something on Thursday for the big NFL draft. So, got some stuff I'm thinking about doing. So I'll have to see. Thanks for dropping in, Spaceman. I'll try and pop into your stream later when I see it pop up on my screen. So I have notifications on. I will see it. And I think that's it. I think I'm gonna log out. Thank everybody for popping into the stream. This was awesome. Thanks, Dr. Spaceman. We will see you around. I'm gonna punch